Life is no challenge if you just go with everybody. You're actually being played with. And for what? For being to fit in a system, into daily life, stereotypical being, go trodden path, and never explore something newly. How beautiful it is if every day is a new day. Opening up the cells to something you do not control, you do not understand. Yet, it is so beautiful. I dove into esoteric disciplines, languages, cultures, religions, philosophies, and all that. Couldn't make that connection until I found myself in freezing water one day in the morning, and the cold really is merciless but righteous. It didn't feel cold at that moment at all. It felt like this is it. A voice deep from within, not from the brain, from deep within, agreeing with that moment, came about, engulfed me, and said, that was the life, that was the connection. I grew on the most beautiful spot in the whole universe, and that's the Earth. My birth was traumatic, my mother told me later. I'm one of the twins, and they never knew there was a second one. So I was born suffocated, and I came like blue, purple, nothing. No reference, brain reference or whatever. My mother really told me, and she knows. She's a good mother. There she is. So almost too late, I was born so traumatically. And my mother, she invocated, oh, let this child live. Oh, God, let this child live. I'll make him a missionary. From that moment, from the birth, I was always different. And it challenged me to go and look for this connection with this trauma. And the cold brought it about. Because in the cold, you gotta be effective. Now you go past the pain, you go past your trauma. That's the way we are able to connect with the deepest of our physiology, chemistry. So right now, I'm a missionary. And the challenge in life is not to climb Mount Everest in short. That's good to attract attention, but to bring about the wisdom of nature itself. And the psychic imprint which I had when I was that little baby, that made me different of my identical twin brother. They asked the professors and all the scientific world, what's happening with this guy? Because this is not possible. They're genetically the same imprint, my brother, and they see he is not capable of doing what he is capable of. And why? Because I just dove deeper. It's by breathing. If we just breathe more deeply, change the chemistry inside. Not shallow breathing, deep breathing. Slowly but surely. This is what you do consciously. You do this 30 times. The chemistry in the body, in the tissue, is changing. And it's changing so that the body is becoming oxygenized, alkaline, and then suddenly the brain-body connection is possible by pressurizing, by once you begin to have that connection with the body, then you are able to connect within, in the brain. And that's what we do right now with Stanford University to get rid of PTSD, fear, trauma, and depression, to learn to expand consciousness. And together with breathing, you create the right chemistry, and then the neurons, they channel up, and thus your perception, your consciousness, is going to be, you smell more, you see the colors brighter, you experience deeper. And that's the brain. And then connecting once again with all the cells makes you a beautiful living being. And thus the mind can still be stilled. And that's what I want to reach, because we gotta get rid of this confusing shit in the world. It's happening so much. That's why we have wars and money graving and power graving and dominating and all that shit that stresses us up, and it takes away the most important within us, our own happiness, strength, and health. Not an egocentric one, a natural one. The goal of what I am teaching is, it's not mine, I found it, it's a river. We all are thirsty. I found the river. I quenched my thirst, but there is a lot more where that came from and streaming. And you can do with it whatever you want. I don't need to convince you. It's here. So that's the way I use science, hand it over, and you can make your choice. You don't need to, but I love you. And this is the way I present it to you.